Oh, we're live. Hi. Hi, Dylan.
Hello.
Haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
Um, I do have something to tell everyone when they watch this. Guess what I lost? My intro to Matt's Expanded Universe. Can't find it. It's gone. I edited a ton of videos with it, and I asked the original filmographer if they still had it. They said nope, and I was like, it's okay. Time for a new one. So in the next month or two, because I was ahead a little bit, but I don't know. I was editing them just last week. I think, yeah, just last week I was editing videos and it was there, and now I can't find it anywhere in any of my files. I was like, what? I didn't delete it. I mean, I'm very careful about what I delete, and it's gone though. Can't find it for nothing. So I thought sometimes I drag it and put it into another folder. Maybe that's what happened. Checked all my folders, can't find it. I mean, I'll still look for it, but I told the guy it's fine. That I'm going to go ahead and just do another one. Hello, Michael. Oh no,
Who's Michael?
a guy that just said hello.
Oh, hi, Michael. Good to have you.
But anyway,
Sorry,
so
I need to reply to a text. Some weirdo just sent me his address, so I need to. I have some almost toddlers. I need to send a birthday gift to, just in case this
I
gets
know
delayed.
April 25th, big day. Those girls
They
didn't
redeemed Death Star Day.
say what?
They redeemed Death Star Day. It's no longer a sad day.
My two new hopes, right? Michael, we are good. How are you, sir? Everyone working from home?
I'm not.
Dylan, you're schooling from home, right?
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
It's terrible. We have a lab that the lab's no longer meeting. So there's videos of other people doing the lab, and we still have to write the lab report and do all the data. But the data for this lab is incomplete. There's some stuff that we don't have. So I'm trying to plug it into the code, and it's not working because we're missing data.
I didn't understand half of that, Dylan, but okay. I mean, Matt, isn't that just so typical of Dylan? He says something that only he understands, and we just kind of go with it.
Yeah.
That's how Dylan always talks.
It's so true.
Yeah, so anyway, Fourier series integrals, right?
Let me catch up with some of these comments here. Rob D says, hi. Michael says, I'm stuck in self-quarantine, missing my family. Oh, Michael, that sucks, dude.
I told Matt he should call this a quarantine stream.
Quarantine stream? That'd be fun.
I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, Matt.
Board Game Man says my subscriber number 9. That's right. I was subscriber number 9 to his channel. If you like vintage board games and you want to see something different that I don't review and Norm from the Board Game Museum doesn't review, and I keep up with a lot of vintage board gamers, and I think Board Game Man's channel is pretty cool. I saw his newest one too. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I saw it. So it's really cool. Oh, Adam's here. Oh, hold on. Hello, Adam. So Amelia, how are you doing in the quarantine?
Well, I am an essential worker, so I'm not really quarantined.
Oh, that's right. So you're still going for it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we're actually all of the local counties are pretty much on what's it called? Shelter-in-place orders, but gotcha. I haven't actually seen law enforcement actually do anything about it. So it's but I mean, everything's closed. All entertainment's closed and whatnot. It's basically just grocery stores and a few other things that are open,
As social a guy as I am, it's really going to kill me, especially when they extended it till the 30th. I was like, no. I was on a team meeting, and one of the teammates said, I just broke out the White Zinfandel. And I went, really? I broke out the 4-letter word. I don't want to stay stuck here. I mean, the thing is, though, that I just want to go. It's funny how you don't realize you miss something until it's gone. We went on purpose. I'm glad I did this. The last day before they shut down all the restaurants, I said, let's go out to eat. I never the one to say that, especially on a weekday. But I remember it was a Tuesday right before. I was like, well, this is the last day, so let's go ahead and eat. And we went out to eat. And now you can't sit down in a restaurant anymore. That's kind of weird. I mean, Sam's Club even packed up all their picnic tables, and you can't even sit there. And they shut down their little kiosk. I was like, come on, what's the world going to when I can't have a Sam's Pizza? Real quick, let me get to some of these. I don't know if you're still watching, and check your email. Board Game Man, both of you inspired me to start my channel. Oh, thanks, man. I know you've said that before. The dude had one of the coolest things. He had a Winnie the Pooh game that he reviewed. It was actually pretty good. It's actually it's smarter than I would give it credit for. You're digging, oh gosh, is it coins out of a bag or something, and colored chits, and that's the color that you're going to. So it's not roll the dice or Candyland, but you're pulling out of a bag. I think that's pretty neat. Jacob Ayers, what up, boys? What up? What up? We're all just sitting around here in our homes all day, every day. It's going to inspire me to do bless you. It's going to inspire.
Did y'all ever find a new daycare for the twins before the world shut down?
Our daycare remains open.
Okay. Well, because I know the daycare they were at closed.
Well, yeah, the one at work shut down. They just weren't allowed to continue, and that sucks for a lot of people because there's a lot of people at work right now who don't have a place to put their kids because their other daycare suck. Now, a lot of them are staying open for essential workers, which me and my wife also are. So I'm very thankful for that, and I love my love my daycare. They've been really nice, and they've been really good for the kids.
Because Megan works in the medical industry, right?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
So real quick, let's get some of these. Pretty wild. The Stackpole won the tournament. Yes, he did. Spoilers. Go
he
look
retweeted
it up.
Brian. Did you see that, Matt? Did Brian send you that screenshot?
What did Brian? What?
Stackpole retweeted Brian. Like when Brian mentioned that it was that it was down to Alston versus Stackpole. Stackpole retweeted. What was it he said, Dylan? What did he say? Something like "I'm honored" or something like that?
Yeah. He won out against Aaron Alston, his best friend. Who Alston was a great guy.
Press after Aaron Alston.
Here you go. Matt, what other EU videos are you going to wear a suit for? Probably none. I wore the suit for Timothy Zollins because I was like,
because you worship Timothy Zahn.
If I had $1 for every time, the moment I started, the moment I started doing the reviews, I said, "What are you going to do, Heir to the Empire?" Dude, like 3 years from now. And now it's going to happen. But you know what? I was doing the math today, and I'm pretty sure by the end of the summer, I'll be in New Jedi Order because it really starts to pick up in the Bantam era because there aren't that many comic books and there aren't that many short stories. There's a few here and there, but it really starts to ramp up because people left that era alone largely. They let the books take over that era. So I'm going to be flying. I'm already flying through the Bantam era, but I'm really going to be flying through the Bantam era this summer. And because I'm doing 3 videos, I told you it would end sometime early 2021, but I don't know. Could I fit it all in 2020? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, but it just depends,
not much else to do these days.
Well, I mean, from like now to Crucible, there's like comic wise, there's like what? Dark Empire, Jedi Academy, Leviathan, Crimson Empire, and Invasion.
Yeah,
that's it.
Much. Yeah, Dark Horse really stayed away from that. So, and you're looking at short stories, there's not that much either. So a lot of things like that are just, hey, Adam.
Hey, guys, how are you?
A lot of things like that are going to be easy to review. And also, yeah, you're right. Now that I'm here, we're going to be doing, I'm recording as many as I can, but I just announced that I may have misplaced my intro, so I'm going to have to refilm the intro, which is fine. I mean, there's a lot of videos that get edited because I edited tons of them last week with the intro.
So what you should do is pirate the intro off your own videos.
I thought about that, but I don't
pirate from yourself. Is it still pirating if you steal it from yourself?
No, I don't mind.
Your own IP.
I don't mind if someone else pirates it either. I mean, but the thing is, though, I probably would like to do an updated video. Because I still had, that was back when I was filming the guys who did that for me. I agreed to be.
Dylan, are you okay? Do you have coronavirus?
No, I have allergies.
Lies. He has coronavirus.
I don't have a fever.
Send help.
I had originally signed on to do a web series for them. And so I had to grow that little soul patch because my character had a soul patch and everything. And we'd taken some steels and we'd taken some, we'd done some dress fittings and stuff. And they were serious. They were even getting they even I can't remember, and Fred's going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were buying a cop car too, an old cop car, and repainting it and everything because it was going to be a cop drama. They were really thinking about spending money, and then they dropped it for some reason. I can't remember what happened. But we met the cast, we did a read through and everything. It was really big. And in exchange, they wanted me to do it. And I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to dedicate the time for that. And they said, oh, we really want you to do it. I said, well, will you film an intro for my upcoming show? And they're like, sure, we'll do that. And they came over one day and we filmed it all. And it was really funny. But I think I have some other ideas of what I want to do. And
your followers are going to riot if you do a new intro.
It doesn't matter because it's lost anyway. It won't change till later on this summer, but it is going to change eventually. And I've been wanting to. Now, what's going to riot is the song, the music. He doesn't have it anymore, but I did save a backup file of the music because the music's what everyone loves.
No, it's the music combined with like the video.
We'll have some fun stuff in the video.
I will start this riot, and all of your followers will join.
All right, so the thing, Board Game Man says he literally uploaded Star Wars Escape from the Death Star. I'm going to check that out, Board Game Man, later on tonight. Go check out his channel, man. Vintage Board Games. It's great.
Yeah, the Board Game Man, you'd probably appreciate this. I told Matt earlier, but I'm actually currently in a bidding war on eBay for the Firefly game. There's only 4 bidders so far, but it's already increased. Like, it started at $11. When I looked at it, it was already like 13 something. It's already up to like 16. It's like as soon as I bid, someone else has bid. So I'm like probably going to just play the waiting game and try and swoop in at the last minute. But I mean, it's a Firefly game. It's expensive. Yeah. So, to snag it, if I can snag it for under $30, I'm going to consider that a victory.
There you go. Jacob, we're thinking it over what we want to do. We have some ideas, but we want to switch things up again, and we'll let you know when we know, which will be probably next year. But there's a lot of ideas. And of course, comics and video games would be in the mix as well. Those have been talked about as well.
We'd probably, for both of those, it wouldn't be a full 64 because, especially with this tournament, the first round was mainly a formality. And I think the comics would be a lot worse than that. So if we did either comics or video games, it'd be like a lot less.
And we talked about this. They'd have to be cut in half and do 2 tournaments, But I mean, but to be honest, we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hello, Michael. Now, Adam, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, speaking of board games, I got a new one today.
Ooh,
I'm ready.
Ooh. Is that one Matt already has? I feel like I've heard him mention it.
No, I don't. But the missus really wants that game. I've heard good things. Have you
how much? If you don't mind me asking, how much was it?
It was $30 at Target.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, you can get it at Target.
I have not played it yet, but from what it looks like, it's a 2-parter game. Part of it takes place on the island, and the other part takes place in the ocean on the boat. So.
Yeah, and depending on how well you do, depends on what.
But will you need a bigger boat?
Second round.
Might need a bigger boat, yeah.
They may need a bigger table. I'm telling you what, for that thing. Board Game Man found Forbidden Bridge for $2. Whoa! I did not find Forbidden Bridge for $2. That's a great deal. You can find great steals here and there, and like flea markets and stuff like that. And but of course now they're all shut down. So.
I don't know if this is happening out in the Target out here in Oklahoma. I'm not sure if it's happening in Louisiana, but there's buy 2 board games, get 1 free sale, I guess, because of the.
Hell yeah. I need to do that.
Because people are staying at home. There's a lot of those sales going on. And sadly, a lot of distributors are shutting down right now. As you know, Diamond distributors shut down their comic books. And it was now they're starting to do that. One of my games I pre-ordered has been delayed. I want to cancel, but if you cancel, it counts as a strike against you. But they should understand, man. Amos Day is not shipping anything out till May. And the thing is, though, that's going to hurt me because I've got reviews for the month of April. I may have a handful for the month of May, but if all those games come in by the time I'm out, I'll have to think of something else to do because I don't have any unless I buy used games in between now and then, which it's really. I'm kind of waiting for those games to come in because it's going to be a big. I've been slowly just as I pre-ordered something. It was last year, and I added a bunch of stuff until December, and then let it go. And I don't even know what's in there, but there's a lot of games added to that list. Jacob says how shocked we were when Zon got bounced by Stackpole. Jacob, if you saw the review, Dylan and I were actually predicting Stackpole was going to win because Zoll was not gaining steam. And we knew that from the very first round when I was shocked that Vonda and McIntyre got 14% of the vote.
It was 16.
Oh, 16. I was like, what the heck?
And it just went down every round after that.
Yeah, and so it was evident. And we were questioning if Travis was going to – I thought even Travis could
and she made it close.
At first, I thought you meant Travis Rushforth, and I was like, okay, what? No. What about Travis? You know our buddy Travis, right, Matt?
Oh, yeah. Michael asked about how's quarantine and social distancing working for me. Terrible. I hate it. Any Kickstarters I'm currently backing? Yeah, heck yeah.
Twin Sons. Click the link on Matt, or you can't really click links in people's names.
Well, there's I'll
type in the link.
Yeah. Well, no, today's the actually. Hold on. Let me just double check because the website is sometimes weird when it gets like close to its last days. Yeah. Okay. Today is the last day to donate in order to make it into the match challenge. We're matching the next $260 that gets donated to our current fundraiser. The fundraiser will still go on after today. It's just after today we won't be matching any donations apart from what's already been donated.
And they go to the website that's right there.
Yep.
By the one. So board games that I back, Tungaru, I don't know how to pronounce that. Look pretty cool. Red Outpost, which is really neat. It's a communist utopia game, which I was like, okay, let me try that. And then I bowed down and got Merlin, the big box edition from Queen Games, because my buddy is screaming about how good it is. I do love Stefan Feld. I'm not crazy about all his games, but that one looked okay. And my buddy's like, yes, get it, smash it. And I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Matt, do you have the Firefly game?
Yes, I have the Firefly game, all the expansions, the big map for it, everything.
Nice.
Everything. Some of this stuff is out of print now. I don't know if it's all out of print now, but
yeah, the one I'm bidding on actually has one of the expansions with it. It also has the Brick and Atmo expansion.
And to be honest, that's an expensive one. That's probably
really, the bidding's currently at $16. So if you're watching this,
Breaking Atmo's an extra pack of cards. The one I'm thinking about is the light blue ship. That's one that's kind of.
I've not actually played the game before.
Oh, it's a fun pick up and deliver game. I absolutely love it. Okay. Every year, I think it's been like number 3 or 4 on my list every year. And every year I think this is the year it's going to drop. It's going to drop. And then
we should play it next time we see each other, whether you come to Texas or I come visit you in Louisiana. Both you and Megan have been saying I should visit. So maybe when quarantine's over.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, if I come to your town, they're going to quarantine me for 14 days now. So the thing is, I've been playing that game, and every time I play it, I'm like, this is an awesome game. Never mind, it does belong in my top, 5. It's always been a great game. We do have a house rule, though. I read it wrong the first time. We keep continuing to play that house rule today. I'll tell you what it is later on, but it just makes the game flow a lot faster, and that's what we like. It moves really fast, and it's stupid if you don't have that. The rule that they have is not very good. We played it like that once. After I found out I misread it, we played it the right way, and we went, this sucks. You want to go back to the way we were playing it before? Yeah. And whenever I bring it out to the board, I always remind people, it's like, okay, here's the actual rule, but here's what we do. Basically, you can't do the same action twice. You only have 2 actions per round. And I say you can, except for one. There is one action that's a little too powerful, not overwhelmingly powerful, but it's a little too powerful if you do it twice in a row. So everything else you can do twice in a row, except for it's called work a planet. If you work a planet, you get like a low sum, but if you double that sum, it's worth more than a contract. So you can't double the sum. Anyway, though, it's a great game. But having no baseball is killing me. Dylan, is it killing you?
It's killing me more that we're just not seeing Astros players getting beamed.
It was going to happen. It's still going to happen. I can't wait. Hold on. Okay, so let me go around here. Let me ask Adam. Adam, what do you now that we're all quarantined and everything, what do you miss most that you took for granted?
Just think it was just going to favorite restaurants, probably. I mean, you can technically still go to them and just get them takeout, but I think probably the most is maybe going to like my favorite like stores or hangout places and everything. That's probably it more.
Yeah. Hold on. Rob D says, what shall I read next? Old Republic Annihilation or go to the Clone Wars Multimedia Project Niles? Ugh. I guess Annihilation first.
I did finish Rule of Two.
Well, again, what was like the last thing you read? Because
Rob D, what was the last thing you read? What? I see, Board Game Man. Not watching the Dodgers is really killing me. Asterisks. The Houston Asterisks.
We have a minor league team out here in Oklahoma City. They used to be known as the Red Hawks, but I think now they're known as the Dodgers.
Well, Board Game Man, the nice thing about being a Dodger fan now that we don't have baseball is that we can't watch Kershaw disappoint us again in October.
Nice shirt, Brian.
Oh, thank you.
Have you been wearing that all day, or did you just put that on for us?
No, I had this on all day.
Nice.
The beauty of working from the house.
I wear that one shirt all the time. I have like strangers say to me, "Oh my goodness, that's such an awesome shirt." I'm like, "Thanks, I got it for free."
I've got something to say for Brian here, but first, RJ was wondering why EU haters hate the crap, love to crap on the New Jedi Order series because of Chewbacca. Michael Stackpole said it best. If you want to read something safe, read Star Trek. Because the New Jedi Order was killing off characters, people weren't liking it. But you know what? And Jacob said, "Yeah, Matt, were you around when they killed off Mara Jade? Yeah, fan reaction was bad, just as bad. They were furious. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It made perfect sense in the story, by the way, too. I'm not just saying I wanted Mara Jade to die. I did not want Mara Jade to die. But when I read it, I went, oh my God, that makes perfect sense now. It makes perfect sense what they're setting up. Because that takes Luke out of the picture. Luke could have taken them down like that. Anyone. He's the most powerful Jedi. Why wouldn't he take Jason down? Because now that path could lead to the dark side because is he wanting revenge for his wife's death? Very smart. Very smart. I hate that she died, but it to me, it had to happen. Do I regret any character's death in the EU? Absolutely not. And I'll be honest, even if they would have killed off Kip Duran, I'd have been like, okay, so be it. Now the only
do you regret the death of Waru?
Well, did he really die? I think he just went back to his own dimension. he ate Lord Hether and he went back into his own dimension. Now, didn't Luke dive into him? I want to say Luke dove into Waru.
I try not to remember that book too much, and plus it's been like 10 years since I read it.
Rob D, the last book he read was Shadows of
for Waru.
Matt, I think every time I'm in a live stream with you, Shadows of the Empire is mentioned at least once.
And Highlander's not any times. It's only for Matthew's streams. Did you know that New Jedi was supposed to be 30 books? I know, and I was really upset when they cut that down because I really wanted to see 50 books. And that one. Look at it. And Crenshaw we trust.
Kershaw. Look, I love Kershaw in the regular season. I just don't trust him in October. He's burned me way too many times.
Okay. Did I like reading the Visual Legends Dictionary? Video game collections. I don't know if I've read that. Clone Wars Visual Dictionary. Dylan's a visual dictionary person.
Dylan's an all-around nerd person.
Brian, you must be, flying on cloud 9 here. Look at this face. Look at that face.
I'm just trying to figure out how to score my actual bracket because I'm like, holy crap, that's not even possible. Apparently it is.
Matt didn't know you got retreated by Stackpole. I told him about that.
That's really cool. You may have given because there was a surge, a last-minute surge for all.
Was there? I was a little worried about that. I didn't show any bias, though.
At the very beginning of the bracket, I told Dylan this. I picked Zahn immediately because I said he's going to win. He's super popular. He's going to go all the way. And I said he was going to go up against Denning. I said Denning's the newer hotness, and he's going to go all the way. And I was right. I got the final four right, by the way. I did pick all. Yeah. I picked all.
So did I.
But then it was all blown out of the water, and I knew Zahn was going to lose, but I thought Denning could maybe hold it off, but no.
I was right there with you. I had the same final.
Then Denning had that.
Denning.
Denning had that scare in the Sweet 16, that comeback in the Elite 18, and then just got absolutely blown out of the water in the Final Four.
Yep. What was the final tally anyway?
I don't have it, 56-44%.
No, it's still pretty close.
Yeah. The most votes we had were during the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. People had a lot of favorites in those. I'm going to be reviewing the Callisto Trilogy and Crystal Star in May and June, maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here because I haven't written it out. I actually just recorded one of those.
Thank you, Michael.
But I'm a month ahead, I know, so probably May or something. But I am recording as many as I can. Oh, look, Michael. Hey, there you go.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Nice. And that gets matched tonight, folks. That was a $40 donation Michael just did. So really awesome.
There's $240 left we're matching.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, we got a $10 today, so it's $230.
Yeah, $230. So yeah, once we get that, we would be at our goal, which would be nice.
Dylan, look at this. He was at World Series Game 3 in 2018. Shut up.
I was at Game 1, the quick one that was like less than 2 hours and was like a 2-1 or something like that. Or sorry, I think it was like 2-0.
I want to. You know, Matthew's the hugest Crystal Star fan.
You should
Adam knows.
Matt,
Adam knows
we should make custom Waru for President shirts and then wear them on Election Day in November. We might get kicked out of the polling booths. Okay, in 2016, I had a friend who wore a T-shirt that said "Party Crasher," and it was like a donkey and an elephant going head to head, like they were fighting. And she got told she had to go to the bathroom and turn it inside out. It's like it doesn't even take a stance. It's not one side or the other. But yeah, they told her she couldn't. I
told you.
wear it to the polling booth.
For the when Trump came to town, which we've never had a president come, so I was like, I gotta go see the president. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna go see the president. And I started making my wisecracks.
Oh my God.
And there are these people looking, because they said, they gave an announcement with the speakers, if there is someone being disruptive, just yell Trump, 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 or whatever, I don't know, and then point at him, but don't confront him. Just point. And security, don't engage. Security will come and escort them away. And they start looking at me. My sister's like, stop. I went, what? I'm just having fun. And because they're like, they're trying to get the crowd pumped up before Trump came on. They're like, who are you going to vote for Senate this year? And the answer is always Republican. And I was going, Democrat. Oh, sorry, Republican.
That was last week.
No, I was independent, because that's what matters most. And I was like, I mean, Republican. Like, dang, I'm so bad at this. Is it Republican or is it restaurateur? I just kept making jokes, and they just kept looking and say, are you here for Trump? Are you here for? I said, I am here to see the president. I promise you that. I said, are you a Democrat? I went, no, I'm not. I said, I swear to you, I'm not a Democrat. That's one thing I'm not. Now, if they would have said, are you a Republican? I would have been like, oh, look at that bird. But I was just having fun. But my sister's like, you need to go. And they're like, if we get you a Trump sign, will you hold it? And I went, yeah, get me I don't have a Trump sign because they ran out. And they said, well, we'll get you one. And so she went and got me. I said, yeah, can you give me the one that says Women for Trump?
Yep. That's classic Matt poking the bear.
They gave me one, and they looked at me. And I went, yeah, Trump, man, Trump. And I had the best time. And they those old ladies warmed up to me after a while. And I said, we friends now? They said, yes. I went, okay. And I was like, I was playing. But my sister's like, you're going to get thrown out of here.
You're going to be that guy that he always points to at those rallies as they get kicked out.
Yeah. I remember when they were chanting, like, who are you going to vote for? Didn't you, call out Ghostbusters? I mean, wait. Did you do that?
I did say something ridiculous like that. Who are you going to call? Geico. Save money on my car insurance. I mean, I was spitting out everything. I think I even yelled out, my doctor said my Lanta at one point. I just started just being goofy, and they were on to me pretty quick, and I had to be quiet. I went and saw my buddy in the press booth, and he said that some of the people are Secret Service people pretending to be press, because if people try to attack the press, the Secret Service take them down. That's one thing you don't know, that even though he the president picks on the media there, he also protects them with the Secret Service. That's one thing they're not telling you. I was like, shut up. He went, yeah, not all these people are reporters. I went, no way.
Funny story. Yeah. The Secret Service actually started out as anti-counterfeiters.
Only you would know that.
They were with the Treasury Department, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Michael asked a great question. Will Crystal Star be a 10-parter to get all the content in? I'm pretty sure I can fit it all in one video.
But you could make it a 10-parter, and that would be awesome.
Oh my gosh. There's so much to talk about. I will say this. Do you know, I did find someone when I asked her, so what's your favorite Star Wars book? And she told me Crystal Star. And I went, wait, are you serious? And she went, yes. I love that novel. I went, really?
We need to have a talk.
Why? And Vonda McIntyre was her favorite Star Trek author. So anything she wrote, she enjoyed, and she thought Star Wars was a good novel. That's because she loves Vonda McIntyre, and because it felt like a Star Trek novel. I said, well, you are right on that.
So was she the one who was responsible for the 14%?
I'm just guessing that was just people. There were some. Dylan said there were some anti-Zom people, and I'm guessing that was. And I'm sure it was just they were the only 14% that voted for Vonda and McIntyre. But I'm sure that 14% was always in play, but it didn't go any higher because I bet Salvatore did have some fans, and Wolverton had some fans. And Travis had a big fan. That's why I thought Travis's fans would get her over the hump and beat Zom.
Yeah.
I thought it would be Travis in the Final Four after a while.
Yeah, I did too.
My favorite Star Wars novel series. Well, I guess New Jedi Order as a series goes. I really like that. Let me ask real quick, Adam, what are you reading?
I just finished Rule of Two.
Oh yeah, and.
Well, I'm gonna have to reread it again. Honestly, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just I was getting kind of burnt out on reading, so I just gotta reread it again. But I'm deciding on either Shadows of Mindor or Dawn of the Jedi next. So
I forgot.
You're not going to go to Dynasty of Evil?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm going to take a break from the Darth Bane trilogy for right now, and then go back and reread Rule of Two, and then move on.
Bouncing around. I forgot to tell Matthew that he's been on Wheel of Time book 5 forever, and I think he just stopped. I finally caught up to him. I surpassed him, read book 5, then went back and read New Spring, and now I'm on book 6. I'm trying to get, because we were doing podcasts on each one, and I'm trying to get further ahead because those guys were catching up. They can read one book a week, and it takes me usually 2 weeks to read those monsters. But I'm trying to, because I know they aren't reading right now, so I'm trying to get as far ahead as I can. I don't have to catch up.
Get a head start.
I'm on book 6, but I'll be honest. Eventually, I'm like you, Adam. I'm eventually going to have to take a break from the Wheel of Time because I am aching to reread Tolkien's Unfinished Tales. Oh, and that will be my next. Because I read the Silmarillion. I finished the Silmarillion too. Nice. So Unfinished Tales is. I don't know.
Have you read it before, Matt?
Yes, I have. Yes.
You've read the Unfinished Tales.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't read like a novel so much. Like, no, I mean, parts of it do, but yeah.
I want to read it because, originally the TV show was coming out this year. It's not now. Everything's been pushed back. But I still want to read it. So that way, when the TV show is coming out, I do plan to read the History of Middle-earth again. And that's for 2021. There's no way, because even if I finish all the Robert Jordan books this year, I still got a bunch of Highlander books I want to dig into, and I may start. Like I said, it depends on when I get burned out of Wheel of Time. For right now, I'm okay. I'm cruising through Lord of Chaos. I know eventually we're going to get to where it's called the Drudge. There's this really about 4 books, and I can't remember where it's at, but they're really slow. And that I think is going to burn me out for a little bit. So I'm going to take a break and read something else in between. And it will be Unfinished Tales next.
Dylan, I don't know what it is, but ever since you asked me if I'm not going to go to Dynasty of Evil, it's now bothering me that I'm not wanting to. I was like, are you hypnotizing me?
He's still tripping you.
He's good at that.
Dylan's mind trick works. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Stargate. Love it.
Matt's a fan of like almost everything.
I'm going to do my review of Star Trek Picard on the next Prince of the Universe. Let's see. Brian, what are you reading?
I'm actually in between books right now. I might be jumping back into the New Jedi Order, though, and I think I left off on Star by Star, I want to say. I can't remember.
Reading something in the beginning of this when you first popped in.
Someone else is rereading through Jacob's rereading through New Jedi Order.
I already finished my iJedi read for the year, though.
Amelia, what are you reading?
I'm not reading anything Star Wars right now, but I am reading this.
Oh, nice. I like that cover.
Yeah, let me see who the artist is. If it's listed. Yeah, I've been rereading Riordan. So I had read like Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Heroes of Olympus like several years ago. So I just recently reread them in the like last year. And then like finally moved on to Trials of Apollo, which is like a sequel to those two series. Let me see if the artist is listed in here.
While you're looking at that, I am watching Netflix's Tiger King. My wife said everyone was talking about it. So I was like, all right, we'll watch it. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Have you been watching it, Adam?
John Rocco is the illustrator of the cover.
I saw the first episode the other night, and fun fact: the jail that what's his name, Joe Exotic is, and that's actually like 25 minutes away from me.
Shut up! Go visit him. That's incredible. I was going to ask you did you ever go to Joe Exotic's? Okay, was that? Did you know about it?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Like I lived in the county, he's in the Grady County Jail right now. I used to live in that county, but that's
wow.
Wait, I didn't realize the guy from Tiger King's in jail. I haven't been watching it. What's he in jail for?
Well,
all I know is the show's viral and memes.
I don't want to spoil it because it's a series, like a 10-episode series. I'm only in book in 5. They tell you what it is, and I think in the first episode, right, Adam?
Yeah, it's heavily implied. Yeah,
it's heavily implied what happened, but it's a fascinating documentary, regardless. But anyway, Dylan, what are you reading?
I am attempting to get through The Last Jedi. I just don't have much. I'm a little bit burned out on the Jax Pavin.
Yeah, I was about to ask real Last Jedi or fake Last Jedi.
The original Last Jedi, not the subversion one.
I have that book too. I was curious about it.
Yeah, our friend Datia hated that book. Like she loves the Coruscant Night trilogy, but she hated that book.
Yeah, it's just so difficult to like. I'm only like less than 20 pages in, and I'm just finding it so difficult to like
not
keep
throw it
going.
on a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Maya, what's her name, as a writer as much as I liked. Who's the other guy who wrote those books? I'm blanking out.
The co-author, Michael. It was Michael Reeves and
Reeves. That's the name. Yeah, it was Michael Reeves and Maya something or other.
Yeah, Maya only did the last. I think the last the Patterns of the Force and of course the Last Jedi. With him.
As well as she also was. I think she also co-wrote what's it called, Shadow Games with Reeves.
Did he? Or did
yeah,
she?
I think they co-wrote it. Which was a good book, but I didn't really like the parts that were obviously a variance from Reeves's writing.
Adam, I want to talk to Matthew eventually when I finish Wheel of Time. If he wants to start reading the Highlander books with me, since they're only less than 200 pages, it shouldn't take him but a month or two to read each one. And maybe we can do that review together.
Yeah, go for it. I know you were mentioning it a while back that you were wanting to do an episode with him about it.
Well, shoot, that it's now that I'm stuck here for 30 days without people coming over, it's going to be harder to do the podcast. But I've decided that, and you can't see it right now, but you can see a little bit of fuzz here. I'm not shaving. I'm not shaving for 30 days now.
Oh yeah, I regretted not shaving for 3 days. My face was.
Well, it started off. I saw a video I did a long time ago when I went to the beach, and my brother goes, "We're not shaving." I was like, "Sure, I don't shave at the beach." And then I think I didn't have any classes to train that next week, so I let it grow a little bit more, and it was 2 weeks gruff, but I was like, whoa, that's the comings of I said I didn't know I had it that shaggy for a while, and that was just 2 weeks. So let's see how Matt would do on Survivor.
Hey Matt, do you want to know something funny?
What's that?
I shaved yesterday. I'm kidding.
I shaved earlier today.
This is me when there's a patch here that I can't grow and everything, but I'll grow it out for 30 days. I figure why not? And I kind of regret shaving for the past week or so because I should have stopped. But I said, I didn't shave for most of that week. I went, oh man, I'm looking all grumpy. I need to shave. So I shaved because I thought in 2 more weeks I'd be out in the public again. And lo and behold, I'm not. So for 30 days.
So Brian, we're doing something. Brian and I are doing something we shouldn't.
Oh yes.
We're both touching our faces. I realized that, we were both kind of doing this, and I was like, "Oh, fuck."
I can never get past I can never get past the point when my beard gets itchy. It's just too much of an inconvenience. When it gets to that point, I have to shave it. I know that if I let it grow out for a few days more, it stops doing that. I just can't get through those few days.
Jacob, here's the thing. Most of the sicknesses you hear come from New Orleans, and that's where a lot of the deaths are, sadly, too. My brother lives in New Orleans. He just came up to visit this past weekend. And, so I hugged him. I said, give me some of that coronavirus. And, but I got to see him. He has never come up to see us. And, oh, gosh, it's been almost a decade since he's been here. So it's nice to have him visit. But of course, when you're in one of the biggest epicenters, whatever, of the virus, you kind of want to leave. He went back down though, because it's New Orleans, it's his home. But I was like, ooh, I wouldn't. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going?
So is it state mandated for you guys yet, or is this something that your employer is doing?
Stay at home, work from home. Yeah, I mean, my employer is doing it, even though a lot of my people are at work, and it ticks me off, and I want to be there with them. But under no conditions, I might be a high priority, and under no conditions am I even to enter the building. My badge is being monitored, and I will get in super trouble.
Oh wow! Okay.
They know me. They know
you're a troublemaker.
Because I said, well, what? I said, okay, boss, that's fine, but off the record. He said, off the record, you're not going back. I went, but if I did, he went, you're not. I went,
you could just do that, end up getting fired, and then move out here.
I'm telling you. I actually spoke to another one of my friends out where you are, and their site, some of them were working from home. The people who can work from home, and I'm deemed one of them, but they don't want me getting it. And but I'm like, I feel disconnected and everything. I hate it because originally when this went down, when was it? On the 16th, I think, when things started just taking a downturn. Because we had a law where you couldn't gather more than 250 people, I think, because we went down that weekend. And he asked me, hey, how long do you think you'll be at work still? Because we may have people calling to work from home. Because the week before, they'd made us do a mandatory work from home test. And I was like, I already did a test last month. You have to do it this month. I went, why? Emergency. I was like, oh, come on. And then the thing went down that weekend, and they said, hey, how you doing? I said, great. They said, when's your last day there? I said, what do you mean my last day? We want everyone to work from home now. I went, well, I said, to be honest, my last class is out on the 27th. I said, but I need 2 extra days to clean up and everything because no one came into the office that day. I said, so I'd like to clean up. He said, okay, so the 31st? Went, yeah, by the 31st.
Hey, Matt, blow up Rob D's comment. Put that on the screen.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
You were forced to tase you, then after you leave. That's exactly right.
Yes, that's exactly what his highly secure facility of employment will do.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can actually see you for some reason, like trying to sneak into your job, like either wearing a fake mustache or hiding behind a tree or something like that.
It would be the Groucho Marx. It would be the Groucho Marx disguise. But on the 17th, they said, "Hey, you're leaving on the 27th." I went, "Oh," and then on the 18th, they said, "Oh, you can only have 10 people." I was like, "Come on!" Then the 19th, they said they have to be 2 chairs apart. I went, "You guys are killing me." And then the 20th, he said, "Hey, when's the absolute soonest you can be done?" I said, "I don't know, maybe the 25th or something." He's like, "Okay, how about the 23rd?" I went, "The Monday?" I said, "No." He went, "Well, Monday is your last day." I was like, "Come on." And then on the 21st, the Saturday, he said, "Hey, today is your last day. Go up to work now, and you can't go back." I was like, "Are you serious?" So it just got, crazier and crazier. It's like when the Zombiegeddon happens, right? It just happens like that. At first, it's just 1 or 2 cases of zombie, and that's the thing. We haven't had one zombie walk the earth yet. I think that would. I mean, if I saw as I don't know, but
I see Dylan right there. So maybe,
I'm kidding. If I saw one zombie, maybe I'd go out and buy all the toilet paper in the stores. That's all I'm saying.
Hey. Nothing stops a zombie like TPing the zombie.
I did. That's why it's sold out. It's still sold out. And the thing is, I bought a pack early this month.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to finish it till next month. I mean, it's there's plenty, and that wasn't even a big package. It was a regular, I got the regular 36 roll pack, and it's like, oh my gosh. Well, paper towels was one thing I did not expect that was going to sell out. It did. Well, I found a cache of paper towels. We bought tons, and I was like, hoarders. I went, no, not really.
Tell me you have twin babies, twin crawlers.
I went around the neighborhood and I donated it. There's a family who was telling me, because I walk around, I talk to everyone. They're like, yeah, the one thing they said, we got toilet paper. The one thing we don't have is paper towels. We didn't think it was going to sell. I said, yeah, me too. We're on our last one now. I told my wife we need to buy napkins. We can't afford to get rid of those paper towels. She went, yeah, I know. We're just having to get napkins to use. I use paper towels for everything. And I just never realized when it's gone. I said, yeah. Well, when I said, Megan, we should buy extra and we should give them. And so we called a few friends. Do y'all need paper towels? Great. We got some. We're going to bring some to you. And then I went to some of the neighbors' houses, passed out. It's funny how paper towels is like a really big gift right now, and it was really nice to do that. And so, I mean, we kept enough to what we need, but we didn't need any of hardly, not even half of what we got.
Matt, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Since me and you both have daughters that were born in April, did you as well have to change birthday plans?
Oh, my wife is totally upset about that.
Yeah, we are too.
But
how old are your girls, or how old is your daughter, Adam?
She's 11 months, just like Matt's girls. Yeah, they were born the same month. So.
Oh, by the way, Matt, so Amazon didn't let me give the gifting option when I sent the gift for the girls, but you'll definitely know it's from me when you see it.
Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, it should be there in a couple of days, so it'll be a bit early, but.
Jacob, I don't think the writers had any other plans for Jaden Core. I know that he got into a book or two, but I don't think they had any big plans for him. Sadly,
I actually bought the Jedi Academy game from PS4. That's where the main character is Jaden Core.
Yeah, and he was a very popular character and everything, but they didn't. Like I said, him and Kyle Katarn should have been used a lot more in the books, I thought.
And they just re-released that game on the Switch too. I've been playing that a little bit this week.
Board Game Man lives in the only city that has no cases. Wow, that's nice. My city did not have any cases until last week or 2 weekends ago. Someone from out of town who was on seriously, he's on death's door. He stopped in town and then eventually checked himself in the hospital and died. And the thing is, he was bad sick with it. And of course, he passed it on to 2 people he was with, who passed on to 7 people, who passed on. And now we're up to 44 cases now. So we used to have nothing. There was when I was at work, there were no cases. And then it was the weekend I left. There was 1 case. I was like, oh, here it comes. And then the zombies came out everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what we're up to in the DFW area, but I know we're like basically a danger zone.
Oh,
I know we've had like a couple hundred cases in between like Dallas and Fort Worth.
But I have a lot of people who have birthdays in April, and they're all bummed too. It sucks. It sucks for April people. I mean, especially for kids. Let's be honest. I haven't enjoyed a birthday in, I can't remember. But for adults, I'm saying it's not that big a deal. You know, we don't get to celebrate it. Like I would switch dates with my girls if that thing were possible, and I would be the one suffering, not having to have a birthday plans when they would have one. Now the thing is, the good news is they're just turning 1. I know that sounds harsh, but they're not going to remember this.
Yeah, that's what my family's been telling me too. But I'm just like, yeah, but it was mostly for us, though. I mean,
I was gonna say that's kind of more of a parents' celebration.
Just like do some really cute pictures of both Matt and Adam. Like do something special for their birthday that like you can put in like a memory book or and send to grandma, because that's I mean every event, every milestone for the child. It's not for you. It's not for your child. It's for grandma.
But it's hard to blow out the cake when you're wearing one of those masks.
Yeah, that's why you don't invite other people. You take pictures at home.
You invite everyone you can. Go for it. RJ, I think every series should have been longer. That's just me. No. Anyway, with that going on, I hate that. I mean, I'm a May birthday guy, but it's not the end of May either. So I hope I'm relatively safe. In fact, I'm still my convention that's happening on Memorial Day is not being canceled until they get a definite yes or no. I'm afraid they're going to say no eventually.
What weekend is Memorial Day again?
I'm sorry?
What weekend?
Usually like the 25th, 26th, around that time.
Somewhere one of the last Mondays.
Okay.
And
I might be out of town already. I forget. Let me double check.
Okay, but I'm hopefully still scheduled to do that. And I emailed the dude. I said you don't have to email me back, but I'm just saying that if you cancel, I'll be bummed, but I'm not pissed at you guys. It's not your fault. You guys are doing what's best. You'll do what's best. I trust you to make the wise decision. Now, if Texas doesn't release that quarantine by next month, I can't come.
I was kind of curious about that because my brother, being a cop and living in Allen, Texas, he's been out in this.
Your brother lives in Allen, Texas?
Yeah, he's a detective out there.
Holy, that's the same town as me.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
So
I wonder if he's a detective I've interacted with at some point, because I've interacted with a couple.
Well, how many crimes have you committed, Amelia?
Well,
shh, we don't talk about this here. I kind of need her on the board still.
Funny enough, I did do a ride along with my brother. I think you do look kind of familiar, Amelia. I'm scared.
Dang it.
What kind of crimes
I told you to stop. No, I told you to stop stealing rocket supplies. Okay, I told you to stop.
Matt, you missed our Discord call the other night when we were discussing the books we were going to buy. Somehow we got into a rabbit trail of conspiracy theories, and so I shouted out, "The moon isn't real." And I'm like, that is the most ironic thing I could possibly say.
AT-1 cannons can't break Gungan shields. Naboo was an inside job.
Have I ever watched Starscape? No, Jonathan. I've wanted to, but I haven't. I am. What TV show am I watching? I don't watch many TV shows, but what am I binging? I decided to shoot myself in the head and go back and try to finish Fear of the Walking Dead, which I thought was awful. The first was awful. We quit, and then I said, "Oh, let me try season 2," and it was still bad, and I quit. And I was like, "Okay, let me try season 3," and I'm regretting it, but I'm gonna see if I can power through it. But that's what I'm trying to watch right now. Now. Rob D has a question here. And live events, have the billboards been pushed back? No, they're still a go.
Yeah, as far as we are aware, they still haven't done any cancellations on us. So
it's bad timing. However, we don't have a choice because this deal was made back in January.
There are some ways we can take advantage of it, though, especially if we can get it trending on any of the news websites like we're expecting it possibly to do. So more people are going to be behind their computers, so more might end up seeing it than if everything were normal.
Yeah.
Matt, I just double checked. I'll actually be out of town when you're here. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'm gonna go to New York for my niece's birthday. She's
that's totally fine because I probably wouldn't have much free time that weekend anyway.
You'll just have to come back.
Well, we will. We will. You know that the family that you met, we're good friends with them, and we're gonna make another trip out there eventually. And I was planning to go out there and work for a while, the place out there. So that still may be on the board right now. Everything's been put on, all travel's been put on hold, but The Walking Dead should just die. To be honest, it's terrible. Yeah. The regular base show is not really that fun anymore. They can't even do the finale after next week. They don't have the finale finished yet. The special effects team can't work. So for some reason, why can't special effects work from home? That's I don't understand. It could be
all the Arrowverse shows have been like put on hold indefinitely. They're like, yeah, we're not done with production on like the last couple episodes of the season. I'm like, you know what? I would rather have the Flash with all its like green screen props and like no special effects and have it than like wait till like October to see the finale.
And that's the thing. It just threw a monkey wrench in everything. But
like, they will make it freaking work if they want to. So I mean, I would rather see like what the actors are doing with like green screen props and whatnot and have it.
What got me watching Fear the Walking Dead is because they're coming out with another spinoff called Worlds Apart or something. I was like, oh, I want to see that. And I was like, wait a minute, I never even finished the other one. I said, well, let me go ahead and just catch back up, I guess, since I have the time. But I think I've only made it through. I'm still on episode 3. I'm watching these very slowly. I'd rather read Wheel of Time is what I'd rather do right now with my time. And Jonathan says, I hope the media doesn't spread misinformation like it did back in the other one in 2016.
I think it's less likely this time around, personally. Yeah,
they're not spread. I don't know if it's misinformation, but it's definitely they preach a little too much gloom and doom. They kind of over it, but you got to because you're trying to get people to tune in, right? So
I think he was talking about the billboard, right?
Oh, sorry.
2016, unless I'm missing something here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Read that wrong. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they never even checked the website link. So,
yeah, they just copied what the first article that wrote anything about it said.
I still have that list of articles somewhere. They were all like copy and pasted.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see both of them. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Should be a good time.
And by the way, even though we've ended our coverage of EUSN, there are several posts starting tomorrow where we're going to start rolling again and bringing you more expanded universe featurettes. Adam has one that's slated to roll in. I think that's week 1. I think. Did I give you a date?
You did not.
I can't remember.
I think I owe you an article for when the billboard launches too.
I think you owe me an article. I think Dylan owes me several. And Spencer owes me a lot.
Matt, I carried those broadcasts about the expanded universe. I was bringing in like the facts of like the books they had, what books, the dates, how many New York Times bestsellers, how long they were on the New York Times.
But now I want content for April.
So, and if your degree that you're working on doesn't work out, maybe you should consider like going into library science.
No,
you're very meticulous.
I don't want to spend 6 years in school just to get a minimum wage job at a library.
Hey, Michael. Welcome. I didn't even see you.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
Yeah, awesome. Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, thanks for the donation.
Yeah, good to see everybody. Been too long. Of course. It's the least I can do. You guys work a lot harder than I do.
By the way, Michael, are you on the Discord?
I think he is.
I am on the Discord.
I think we got to make him wild knight, don't we?
That is why. All right. What is your username, just so we can give you a roll?
Okay,
I got him.
You can handle all of this in the private chat, Dylan. All right. So anyway. That's why the private chat is there. Anyway, do you guys think Kathleen Kennedy will be gone since Disney is hemorrhaging money right now and may need to make cuts? Well,
I find that highly unlikely, honestly.
I do, but they're talking about how, what Bob Iger has foregone the rest of his salary for the year, even though he already made billions selling his stock before the crisis hit. That's very generous of him. And then the rest of them, starting with the new CEO, took a 50% pay cut, and then everyone above a VP, I think, took a 30% pay cut, just because they're not rolling in that dough right now, because Hollywood being shut down is really sticking it to Hollywood. And oh well.
Oh, poor Hollywood.
They're not making their billions.
The tragedy.
I do worry about small businesses and everything, and and I understand why it's very important to get the economy back up and going again, because the longer we're on here, and I know it's for safety features, like, oh, well, so you want to get everyone in danger? Well, actually, Sweden has one of the lowest growth rates right now, and they don't have any stay-at-home rules. Now,
the thing is, for those of us who are in like lower income gaps, we feel that we're more at risk of like starvation or not being able to pay bills and then dying because of that than we do. And like that feels like a more immediate threat, even if Corona is realistically more of the more immediate threat. Like it's easy to feel when you're living paycheck to paycheck. It's easier to feel like you can't go back to work.
I do think a lot of people don't really understand like how even like the quote unquote how essential the quote unquote non-essential businesses are to propping up the successful businesses, or the essential businesses, and like how everything fits together. And
it's nice that they're pushing back your expiration dates for that. That's really nice.
So, with Disney stock, plummeting like it is, I just was wondering if anybody has any spare money set aside that we could just, start buying a majority interest in the company and
slowly take over. I keep saying Brian should be Kathleen Kennedy's successor.
Oh, jeez, please no.
That's the problem. No one wants to replace Kathleen.
Do you want more gray hair, Brian?
Let me ask Michael a question here. Michael, if
this is almost all gone already.
Michael, if Kathleen Kennedy eventually does step down, which she will eventually, she'll just retire on her own terms. Who do you think should take over Lucasfilm?
Tough question.
I mean, I think everyone would want Filoni to do it, but I think Favreau would be the one who would want to do it. To me, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. That's a good answer. Adam?
I have no idea, honestly. I can't think of
a great answer. Brian?
It's a great answer. I think they just need to give it back to George Lucas.
Maybe one of George Lucas's kids could take over. Like, didn't
honestly,
Amanda or Katie write a couple Clone Wars episodes? Was it Amanda or Katie Lucas who wrote a couple episodes of Clone Wars?
Katie Lucas.
Yeah, maybe she could take over, or all three of them. Have all three of his kids. Well, he has 4 now, I guess.
They're not letting the Lucases take that.
I heard Favreau was doing a pretty good job with it, so I don't know. Maybe he could.
Yeah, but that's the norm. He said he was doing a good job.
I don't know. I've heard that from a good mix of people. So
yeah,
I do have to dip my toes into all sides of the community, just so I can keep up with everybody.
Be right back.
All right, now it's fun time. What are we gonna do with that?
I'll take over Lucasfilm. How about that?
You're good as choice as any, as far as I'm concerned. Let's go for it.
Dylan, you could be my reference. How about that?
Dylan, you should put Dylan in charge of finance. That would be like just up his alley.
Okay.
It would be a coined-based currency. I knew that.
Well, he does a pretty decent job of
media relations.
That's a more debatable thing.
Media relations, Brian.
Yeah, Jonathan, that would be my.
Here's the thing: if I end up working for Lucasfilm, we wouldn't need a rocket for them to the moon.
We're saving money already. I like it. If you're in charge, give her a job, please.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's my concern as well with the Filoni and Favreau is like they're not executives. They're writer, director, producers. They don't have like the business know-how. They have like the creative know-how, but not like the business executive, like running a company know-how.
Well, Kathleen was like a famous producer. So what was her business credits that like led into? I mean,
she had been like prepared by Luke. Lucas has been like
She was his Padawan.
Yeah, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, we decided I'm taking over Lucasfilm.
Yep.
Aaron's going to be in charge. Dylan's going to be in charge of finance. I'll be social media relations.
And I'll be breathing a sigh of relief.
Dylan, I want to know how disappointed people are going to be when we declare tomorrow, April Fool's Day, Stackpole didn't win. It was Kevin J. Anderson the whole time.
No, you should do something. You should do a bigger
Matt,
group, like. All
I have to say is I'm considered essential, which means they don't have to stop me at any borders right now.
I have a feeling that Brian got all of his employees to vote on their work computers, their laptops, their cell phones.
Yeah, all three of them.
I have an underling now, okay? I have an underling.
Stackpole got some serious, support in this tournament. And
I was a little worried that the tweets about it did, but I've been tweeting for the whole tournament, so maybe not.
No, Brian, what you should do is tweet tomorrow. Just kidding. Chuck Wendick actually won.
No, I don't want to get shot.
That's cool that Stackpole saw that, though.
Yeah. No, he's actually seen a couple of tweets that I've done in the past, which I think one of the first one was probably one of the ones I was most happy that he saw. I had Dennis Lawson sign the copy of Back to War that I brought with me, which he's the dedication on that one. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I shared that image with Stackpole, and he was pretty happy to see that. So I got it signed by Stackpole and Dennis Lawson.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
Do you have your autographed Black Series figure, the one that Timothy signed?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I do. I can. It's 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, you want to bring it? Show it to the audience. Show it off.
Oh yeah,
show it off.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, once you have her, tell the story. We Dylan, Brian, and I met Michael at Star Wars Celebration last year. And he came by our table every single day. He was pretty cool.
We had hold on, let me blow it up here.
Yeah, let's see. So you have there, yeah, I can see it. It's in like a blue ink, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's what we had on us.
Yeah, Michael, why don't you tell the story of how you got that signature?
Anyone, I think it was the second time I've met Zahn, because the first time I was an emotional wreck. Mm-hmm. So this time I had a friend with me, and he was just hanging out at the Del Rey booth after hours pretty much. And we just approached him, and I mean, it's the only thing I had on me to sign. And I'm like, you created the character. Will you sign it? And I mean, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. So of course he did. I mean, made my day for sure.
Michael, remember, if you don't have anything,
it was just nice to.
When you don't have, when you're unprepared and you don't have anything for them to sign, you always have this, baby.
No, that's not going to work too well for me.
I was ready to go buy something just so he could sign it. For sure.
That's funny. Let me ask you this: who doesn't have to be Star Wars? Just who have you gotten an autograph from that you were really excited about? Adam, have you gotten anyone's autograph that you've been really excited about?
I didn't get anybody's autograph, but I met Lou Ferrigno at Comic-Con, and Amelia, you mentioned the Arrowverse. I met John Barrowman. He played Merlin.
Nice.
But no, I haven't gotten anybody's autograph. But
Brian?
Aside from the Dennis Lawson one, that's probably my best one that I've got like in person. As a gift, my parents got me several years back a copy of the episode 2 movie poster.
I saw
You've
that.
seen it, Matt. Yeah, it's got all the signatures from the cast on there. I can't remember. I think it's just missing one. So I can't remember which one it is now off the top of my head. But it's got like Natalie Portman,
it's got all the
Christensen's.
On it
Yeah,
too.
it's got all the big
really
ones.
nice.
So I was like, I gotta put that like in a vault, not on my wall.
Dylan?
I've got 2. This one's more recent. Dave Dorman on the 30th anniversary edition of Crimson Empire.
I got that same one. That's a great one.
And then this is from Celebration Chicago. Mm-hmm. And then at the previous Celebration Anaheim in 2015, I got my copy of the Essential Reader's Companion signed by Pablo Hidalgo and Leland Chi.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hashtag free the Chi.
Board Game Man, if you're still around, the missus, they're doing Celebration again.
We'll put them back now.
And the missus is all about going there to go to Disneyland. And
definitely come if Celebration doesn't get canceled, and if they actually invite us back, which we're still waiting to hear on. Y'all should definitely come with us.
Yeah. Oh, I will think about it.
Yeah. I'll wheel the twins around on my photo runs. Like you just get one of those. If y'all don't already have one of those side by side strollers, I'll wheel them around and get pictures
of
stuff and be like, I've got babies. Can I take your picture?
Jacob, Nolan Ryan. That would be a big one. I would love to get Nolan Ryan's autograph. Actually, out of all the baseball players, it'd be Keith Hernandez, but second would probably be Nolan Ryan.
Matt, you're a Red Wings fan.
Yes.
I have a picture of Marcel Dion that I got signed from him. He owns a sports shop near Niagara Falls, and he was like, "Oh, you're a Kings fan?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, cool. Here's a picture, and then he just signed it. Nice guy.
Really cool. What autograph? Well, let me think. Let's go with Star Wars, because Dennis Lawson is one that I would love to add to my collection. Michael, what autograph would you like to have? Star Wars related.
Like to have?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one. Well, I mean, I can't get Aaron Alston's anymore, and he's written my favorite Star Wars books. So
Aaron Alston.
Aaron Alston.
Have all his books buried with you, so that when you meet him in the afterlife, you can sign them.
I have to change mine because the only big one I don't have is Harrison Ford, because he rarely signs. Mm-hmm. I'd have to get Ford because I got Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. They sent it to me back in the mid '90s, back when no one was charging for autographs, and I never got a return back from Harrison Ford because he didn't do that much signatures. Plus, in the mid '90s, he was really busy. Dylan,
my answer would also probably be Alston.
Amelia.
Oh, I don't know. I got Timothy Zahn signed all of my books last year at Celebration, which was wonderful. Yeah, I don't know. Like basically any living EU author, I would take a signature from any of them. Take an autograph from any of them.
Brian.
Probably Mark Hamill's actually. I don't have Mark Hamill's on anything, but Aaron Alston's also a very good choice, I think.
Ooh, Aaron Alston.
Assuming that Celebration doesn't get canceled because of COVID-19, I probably would actually want to invest in getting my photo with Mark Hamill because
why not?
That's a one. I mean, I know it's expensive AF, but that's like a once in a lifetime experience. And
did we tell that?
We were at Celebration last year, and just a week or two later, what's his name? The actor who played Chewbacca passed away. So it's like, with how many actors we've lost, it's
Peter Mayhew. Yeah.
It's not to be morbid, but it's like you realize you might only get one chance at it.
An autograph. I have an autograph from Peter Mayhew and Kenny Baker while they're alive. I got both autographs.
Nice.
Did we tell you guys the story of this? I'm pretty sure, Dylan, we might have shared this before on a live stream at some point in the past.
Cornbread's comment up.
That's the son of Luke's.
No, All American Cornbreads.
Oh.
Just above that one.
There you go. Oh man, Nolan Ryan lives in the same county. Oh man, Jacob, if you meet him again, if you get him an autograph for baseball, let me know. I gotta have it.
So there's somebody who works with Twin Sons. His name is Travis. He was with us for the first Celebration. When he was flying back home after the convention, he actually sat was it behind Mark Hamill? The whole flight back.
Mark Hamill. He got a picture with him.
Yeah, he got a picture with him.
Yeah, he said Mark Hamill was very tired and out of it, but was willing to
sitting in the airport, jealous as crazy.
I only found that out last year. And that happened in 2015. I'm like, how have I known you this long? And how has it been 4 years since this happened? And I'm just now finding out about this.
Adam, what autograph?
Well, probably right now, it would be Ray Park, because at that last Comic-Con that I was at, I was like 10 feet from him, but I didn't get a chance. I didn't get to meet him. But I bought a Darth Maul Funko that I was like, and he normally goes to these cons, so I might go back and
yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's a really cool guy. All right.
Yeah, he.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that they also have like Ultra Sabers or Saber Forge, and these people buy double-bladed lightsabers. They go up and meet him and ask, "Hey man, can you just show us some Darth Maul stuff?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." Then he just like shows up everybody. And he's a beast. Like,
he's awesome. He's awesome. Really good guy. Dylan, bonus question: which baseball autograph do you want? Oh, Dylan had to think. Living.
I was about to say Jackie Robinson.
Living.
Sandy Koufax is still around. I remember there was an alum. I remember I went to an alumni game a few years ago with the it was the Dodgers and the Yankees, like they're all timers. And I remember Don Newcomb, who was still alive at the time. He goes up to plate, and he's like in his 90s, right? And like after like the pitcher, first ball was like way over the plate, second ball like perfect strike, he just nails it, right? It goes like right past the outfield into the gap in left center field, and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be a double. And then you realize this is a 90-year-old man trying to run to first base. He hit a ball in the gap and still got thrown out.
All right. Here's Jacob saying, last time we talked to Nolan Ryan, he was pissed that his Astros fired his son from the executive position. Yeah, because Nolan Ryan walked out too. So turned out to be for the best. He didn't get involved in all that scandal there, Nolan. So my wife loves Nolan Ryan. My brother loves Nolan. He used to buy. In fact, he has a complete set of the Nolan Ryan. Remember the Nolan Ryan cards? Heck, I had a complete set of those cards. All Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan has his own card set. He was a big player back then. I miss baseball.
All right, I'm gonna back to the.
I'm pretty sure he's mourning.
Back to the Star Wars people, I'd like an autograph from. If I have to limit it to who's still alive, underrated autograph to get is Sue Restoni's, head of Lucas licensing for nearly 2 decades, and was the woman behind New Jedi Order, or a lot of the planning of New Jedi Order.
She's really cool. I know I've told people this before, but originally she was supposed to be on that book, Galaxy Far, Far Away, with me and a few others. And the idea that I gave her was to write about Chewbacca, killing off Chewbacca. And I said, you should call it Killing Chewbacca, and then semicolon, no regrets.
Maybe she can write it in the sequel.
Because she was right there in the thick of it. She can give you the case-by-case account of what the thought process was, what went into it.
Yeah, you guys should make a sequel to that book.
Say what?
Y'all should make a sequel to the book.
What?
The Sequart book.
Oh, the Sequart. I don't think there's going to be any more of those. I was asked to come back and write for their.
What's the full title of the book, and can I buy it on Amazon? Because I haven't actually.
Is it More Civilized Age?
A galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other, a more civilized. No, it is a more civilized age. You're right.
I was going to say, I'll go grab it if I need to.
Book 2. Book 2 is really good too, but book 3 is the one I did. A more civilized age. I wrote with me and Timothy Zahn.
Yeah, you know.
And a few other people.
I mean, he wasn't a finalist, but he was still Final Four.
Hey, wait a minute! I should have been the author's turn.
That's right. You should have.
I was on a forward by Timothy Zahn, edited by Rich Handley and Joseph Baronato.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay, cool.
More civilized age. The thing is, I was originally the last article, but then Nathan Butler's like, he read my article. He's like, I want to write something to this. I was like, oh, come on, Nathan. He's a good guy though. Anyway, they're not. I got asked to do the Blade Runner because back then the sequel was coming out, and they asked me to come back and write for Blade Runner. But at the time, I was getting paid way more to write for Dinner Theater. Way more. I love those guys, and those are great. And I still talk to the editors still today, but I turned them down. I was like, no. I had a great idea of a story to write about or an essay to write for it, but I was just getting paid more at the time to write dinner theater shows. So I was like, I got to go with this one. I'm getting paid a lot more. Sorry.
So your play is on hold right now, correct? The one you're starring in?
On hold is nice. Now that we're back to the 30th, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to get rid of it because they've already built the set. They've already got costumes. And we were a week away from going live. And it all, the Zombiegeddon broke out. So,
I mean, I guess that's better than, that happening in the middle of the show, like the first week.
I guess.
Matt, you're not on social media, so you wouldn't have seen this, but I was supposed to see the touring cast of Come From Away here in Dallas. And like the day before I was supposed to see it, like everything in Dallas shut down. So like they closed it. But they said they're going to see if they can get the touring cast back here once the war is over and the world goes back to
the play that I was in got.
What play were you in?
Well, honestly, I don't know because I wasn't really a character. I was a piano player, like it was a dinner theater, and I was playing the piano, but it was a murder mystery, and I think someone murders the piano player in the beginning. I think that's what it was.
That's a Western, isn't it? I know that show. Murder Rides Again.
The pianist.
Oh yeah, like from the Muppet. Yes,
it's Murder Rides Again.
Murder Rides Again.
I think it is because we've done that show before.
Oh really?
I think the piano player dies. It's David Landau, the writer.
I honestly have no idea. Okay. Like I was never told. They just asked, "Hey, can you just play the piano for the show?" I'm like, "Oh, sure." And then they just told me it's canceled. So.
Yeah. Well, I was going to star in my first show ever, and it was a dream role, and now I have to wait.
Matt, can you give us a demo?
Last we had seriously talked about it, though. You felt like you guys were a little behind, so I'm thinking you just got extra time to memorize everything now.
Yeah, and they're really going to be memorizing stuff right now. I bet they really are. No, I'm the only one. Every 3 days, actually, I didn't do it today, so tomorrow morning I have to do it. I run through the entire show, songs and all.
Yeah, will you give us a demo, Matt?
Yeah.
Of what?
Of how to succeed in business without really trying.
What do you want? Like a.
I don't know the show that well. I don't know the show, so just sing one of your songs.
Sing one of my songs.
Yeah, sing one of the songs from your character in the play.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I got it in Dropbox and I don't get flagged for it. Here we go. While I'm pulling that up, have I read Tom Beach's Lightsaber? What do you think about Zahn taking shots at Veach in his novels? I mean, Zahn was kind of disrespectful to a bunch of people back in the day, and now he's not. Back in the day, he was a little snobby.
Hello there.
Hello, Brady.
General Kenobi.
Here we go. You want to see one? You want to see a performance, Amelia?
Yes, I do. The one I was supposed to see a couple weeks ago got postponed indefinitely.
Here we go.
She's like, I demand entertainment.
Can y'all hear? Oh, I already messed up.
Is this the same song Megan posted you singing a couple days ago?
Yeah, that's the same one. How to apply for a job. How to and Piper's just bouncing.
Yeah, so cute.
He thinks Daddy's good.
Yeah, I love those girls.
She's bucking for the lead role. I know she wants it. She won't memorize her lines, but I think she's got it. She loves the lead. But yeah, so I don't know, but I do my own little performance for the girls, and they sit there smiling. And when a song's over, I'm ready to look, and she'll go, encore. You should the word encore. I'm killing it. I'm killing it with my twins. I'm telling you.
Best performance they saw that day.
I'm telling you.
Have they started saying mama or dada yet?
They say mama. They've been saying mama for a long time. Dada, they say a little bit, but mama's the one they love. And they won't sleep on dada.
We know who the real favorite is.
Oh, it's obviously Megan. They'll follow her everywhere she goes. If she goes in the kitchen, they follow her. She comes in the living room, they follow her. There's there.
Somebody
Matt,
else knows what that's like, apparently.
I have a kid-related question. Have you got tired of that stupid Learning Farm song from The Walker?
No, the one that is...
Every time you press a button, it sings that song. If you leave it for a while, it starts singing again.
Yes, There's another one they have. They have a coffee cup that sings.
Okay. No, I mean the walker, like the walker toy.
No, I know the walker toy. I can't remember what.
The Learning Farm one.
Yeah. The McDonald's.
Have you wanted to launch that into like a black hole yet?
All
okay,
of
every toddler I watch has that stupid Learning Farm walker. So I have heard that song like 10 million times in the last year, and I want to like just take all of them and launch them into a black hole. I never would have. What's funny is like it's a parody of or it's based off the tune of Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and I can listen to that without getting annoyed. But if I hear that "Welcome to Our Learning Farm," I'm like, kill me.
Oh yeah, that's it. We have much to show you. Yeah.
That's not as bad as my daughter's favorite show is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
And she loves the hot dog dance. I hear that song 20 times a day.
I'll be honest. When they come home, it's tradition that we dance the hot dog dance together. And Piper squeals the entire time. She thinks it's so much fun. She goes, ah!
Yeah, I have to embrace Baby Shark as part of life because otherwise I will kill myself because every 2-year-old loves that song.
We just need to film it because she really gets excited. Now Meridian just smiles because she's just happy to be, included. But Piper just squeals. She laughs so much at that song. They also like to Get Up. I don't remember who sang Blanco Brown or whatever. It's a little dance number, and they love that song. They wiggle to it. And the other one, Baby Shark doesn't get played as much because I'm really tired of Baby Shark. But we do have a Baby Shark book that sings Baby Shark, and I played Baby Shark and sang it to him. It wasn't that bad. It is a catchy song. I get why people like it. And what's another one? Piper and I have been dancing to Cheek to Cheek, and Meridian too. When you're out there dancing cheek to cheek, But they want to look and see who's singing because the Alexa's singing. It sounds really real, and they're like, "What? Who is that, Dad?" No, just dance with Daddy. No, man, they'll hug cheek to cheek with Mama. They'll hug her. That's the thing. Megan gets hugs. I don't get hugs. I get looks.
Somebody's jealous.
You're a dancing monkey. You're Matt the dancing monkey. You're not there for hugs. You're there to make them laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I just found out that I think my daughter will truly be a Star Wars fan because that green lightsaber behind me, I got her on video. I ignited it, showing it to her, and she just got all excited and everything for it. I'm just like, this is a good sign right here.
Yes, another one is born.
Nice.
There is another.
Oh, so Matt, are you going to sing for us or not?
Sure. Why not? Okay. Could y'all hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's pull it up here. This is the opening number here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. How's it say? There it is.
I was going to say, though, I know how your wife feels. My daughter has been following me around everywhere when she started to learn to crawl.
How to apply for a job. How to advance from the mailroom. How to sit down at a desk. How to dictate memorandums. How to develop executive style. How to commute in a 3-button suit with that weary executive smile. This book is all that I need. How to succeed. There you go. Yay. That's the opening number.
Bravo.
Free bird.
Free bird. Brian has
Adam like waving his lighter or his imitation lighter.
There's a lot of good music.
Not Adam. Aaron. Is it Adam or Aaron? I can't even remember. I'm losing track.
Adam.
I was doing this while you're singing.
I crossed my wires because we mentioned Aaron Elston. Press F.
Can I sing Yub Nub Brady? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah. So So I'm just sitting, waiting. But I know when we do eventually come back, it's going to be a disaster and I don't blame them. They're just not going to practice. They're not going to learn their lines. They're going to forget their lines. They're going to forget the dance moves, and that's fine. I understand that completely.
Well, maybe they'll give you some time to get everything back together, but that assumes that they were together in the first place.
They will, but if the delay keeps going, they may just can it all together, and that's what I'm afraid is going to happen now because we're kind of already. Because the new start date was going to be April 30th.
You also do like another tech week once everything reopens. Just like, guys, we're back to tech week.
I mean, I'd like that, but I think it's just going to be such a disaster when everyone comes back. And I mean, I'm not blaming these guys. I don't blame them for not practicing right now. But it's just hard when you're not together and you're doing this by yourself. Even my timing is going to be off. Yeah. My time because I'm not interacting with anyone. So it's really bad, and the longer it goes, the longer we'll need practice for it. And I don't know. I just have a feeling. I mean, it just crushed me when they moved everything back to the 30th. I was like, oh no, that's bad news. Yeah. So it's not good. But oh well. It is what it is, right?
Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
We'll see. But anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up from there. Thanks for coming on, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
You on. Yeah, dude. Great having you. Adam, thanks for coming on too. I'm gonna try to check out Adam's channel because I might, if I can get the girls in bed in time, I might be joining his channel. And Amelia, thank you for bothering me.
You're welcome.
I'm kidding. Dylan, I hate you. Not kidding.
Nothing new there.
Oh my God, I loved you.
No. Dylan and I, every time we did the videos, right before we went on live on the air, we just look at each other, smile, and just laugh. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I do have to ask on those videos, was it intentional that EUSN got cut off almost every time at the end of the videos?
Oh, did I thought it got it cut perfectly.
I thought it was a joke.
Matt, next time you have me on your stream, I'll sing, okay?
You'll sing?
I'll sing.
You can sing right now if you want to.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay. Well,
one day more.
Look at that.
I default to Les Mis when I can't think of it. Did I ever tell you my dog's name is Cosette?
Really?
Yeah, my dog's name is Cosette.
You're such a big Les Mis fan. That's the one I want to see. That's one of the movies that are on our watch list. Is the Hugh Jackman Les Mis.
Yeah, my dog was born right after that came out. So she actually just turned 7 in January. She was born right after that came out. And, she was just like this cute little 12-pound chocolate-colored puppy. And, we're thinking like little Cosette in that movie. Like the actress is just so cute. So we're like, oh, that would be the perfect name for this dog. And then she turned out to be like when she became an adult, she's a 100-pound dog. Big heckin' doggo.
Wow, incredible. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining me. It was fun. Thank you for all the guests for coming on. And I guess we'll just see you later on. Oh, tomorrow's video is going to be fun. It's my little spin on a more civilized age. It's like I had trouble getting people together, but I had a special guest and I wanted to do something special with them. So we'll do that one. And you want to check out the expandeduniverse.com because there's going to be exciting announcement tomorrow.
Also, Twin Sons.
And check out Twin Sons. Let me get
donate
to that man, or he goes hungry. They don't feed the Dylan if you don't donate.
You know where it is.
We don't feed him if he gets the money either.
Wow. All right, folks. Well, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next time on EUSN. No, wait, you don't do that. Oh, the